Well, well, well. What a day it has been so far. It is almost 2 p.m. and I'm finally done with getting the raking done. You notice here, this is not my New Holland rakes. It is a lease. And there is a reason that I have it. And it is not the only thing that I've had to lease today. So I got up this morning, hooked up the mower, and I got the field mowed up. Went pretty easy. Everything worked on the mower. Then I remembered I did not have a tedder because I sold it last year. So I called up to the dealership. It was my fault. I wasn't prepared. And called to find out if they had a tedder either I could buy or lease. And well, they did. They had one I could lease, but it was like the biggest tedder I've ever seen. It was huge. Luckily, my little tractor could pull it, no problem. But it was just so big. Overkill for this field. And cost me some money. So I got that done. And then I went to hook up to my New Holland rakes. Got everything hooked up, pulled out into the field, lowered them down to engage, and both of them had actually frozen up, I guess over the winter. Both of the pulleys, bearings had frozen up. Couldn't get them broke loose. Penetrating oil, nothing. Even used a torch, heated them up. Couldn't get it broke loose. So I called down to the dealership. Try to get some parts for it. They can get the parts, but it's going to be about a week before they can get the parts. I almost waited, but I really just wanted to get this hay done with today. So I asked if they had a rake. And of course you just saw what I was pulling off the field. Much larger than I've been using. It worked okay. I was able to pull it with my tractor here, but the problem that I was really concerned about is how big of a windrow it made. Those little New Holland rakes aren't that wide, so it makes a much smaller windrow, and this baler is able to pick it up okay. I was really concerned with how wide that the larger rake was making the windrows. As you can see, I am missing a little bit because the rows or windrows are so wide. So that is a little bit frustrating. It looks like I'm going to miss quite a bit. Have to come back along and pick up some scraps after I'm done, and that cost me more money too. So all in all, I've spent around $5,000 today in leases, and I really didn't need to do that. But the good thing about it is I am now baling. You can see there we're getting the trailer loaded up, and actually it seems like it's loading up quite a bit quicker than it did the last time we worked around this field. However, I guess the windrow is bigger, so that makes sense. Hopefully I can get some decent yield off this field. I did talk to Cliff, and he's ready to buy some of this hay. He actually told me he would have bought alfalfa grass. Didn't know that. So I guess I could have actually just baled up the grass without leasing the tedder. Wouldn't get as much for it, but it's actually not that big a difference. So maybe just waste a little time and money. I'm sure I'll get it back once everything's totaled out. But it may have saved me a little bit of time and frustration just baling up the grass. Whoa! That was... Where did that... Oh, it's still going. This baler does seem to be occasionally violent when it's ejecting the bales. So, with all of that being said, about the frustration I've had this morning, I don't know what I want to get off this alfalfa field. And I do know that hay is a big market around here. And a big market for the state of Wyoming. But it has really caused me nothing but frustration. The other thing that I'm kind of frustrated about with the equipment that I have, I can't really save the hay. I could leave it loaded on the wagon, but in order for me to unload this, I'm going to have to do it all by hand with these little small bales, and I just don't have the manpower around the farm to do that. So it would be nice to be able to save some of this to sell it during better times of the year. And that maybe would bring a little bit more for the bales, but I can't do that. So that is also a point of frustration as well. So I don't know for sure yet, but I'm actually considering just scrapping this alfalfa field. And I know I just planted it, but I may just go back to growing grain. Being able to do it all with machines without any manual labor is much easier. And since I don't have a large workforce, I do sometimes tend to struggle getting help from the co-op. I think I need to focus my efforts on something that would be a little bit more streamlined and not so much frustration. The other positive to it is I could actually sell a little bit of equipment and have less to worry about and maintain. So I'll think about that. I'm not sure yet 100% what I'll do, but I'll definitely have to consider that. For this upcoming crop. Alright, see there's spots all around the field. I'm just going to have to leave them because I don't think it's going to amount to enough to worry about. And my trailer is almost full here. And I tried to get another trailer brought in, but the dealership couldn't get one for me, so I am just gonna have to run along here with just the one trailer, and I believe it is full. Well, it can hold a few more, it looks like. Alright, it looks like it is full now. So, actually, you know what? Let's just go ahead and take this across over to Cliff. And we'll get it sold. Since we are this close, I can just drag the baler across the road here. Alright, let's get this sold. $97.52 for that load of alfalfa hay. Well, folks, I'm okay. I am okay. I don't know about the equipment and that guy. Hopefully he's okay. Hey man, you okay?
Yes.
Oh boy, I'm gonna be in some big trouble over this. Oh goodness. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. Let me call the police. Well, it is much later in the evening here. Got everybody around the wreckage here. Had them drive over through the field. The tow truck took the white car that got hit there. That fella's okay, thank goodness. It was a little shaken up, but he isn't happy. The police officer gave me a ticket. Said I was in the wrong. So I am possibly in a pickle here. I need to get this tractor drug out of the road here. That baler is all twisted up. The tractor's beat up. And I don't know if it's going to work anymore. I mean, that took a lick there on that tractor. Twisted all of this up. PTO got yanked around. The trailer connector here is twisted up. It is an absolute mess. Absolute mess. Let me get this chain hooked up here. Alright, I got the chain hooked up there. I forgot to drag this thing off of the road. Try to drag it out as straight as I can here. This is not good. Come on. It's probably just tearing things up even more. Oh boy. Alright, let's just make sure everything is out of the road there. Get tractors out. That baler is toast. The trailer is toast. Just drag it off the road there. I don't see any parts laying around. No glass, nothing like that, so... Oh boy. What an absolute disaster of a day. Unbelievable. Getting a wreck. Already spent money trying to get this hayfield done. Now, I'm out of tractor, it looks like. I don't know. I don't know if the shop can fix that. Looks like I'm out of baler. Unless the shop can fix that. And I'm out of trailer. Trailer is probably the least damaged. Probably re-weld that tongue there on the front. But everything else... Let me go get some rest. Let me go collect my thoughts. And see if there is something that I can do to get out of this jam. Well, alright, I'm going to go ahead and run the JCB down here to the tractor and see if I can't go ahead and flip it up on its wheels. A little bit concerned about the fluids potentially leaking out and creating a bigger mess, so go ahead and get it flipped over. That way maybe we don't have any diesel spilling out or engine oil or anything of that nature. Antifreeze. I did call the dealership and they do have a tractor, that 7 Series tractor that they have up there. That's kind of their lease vehicle. They do have that available for tomorrow, and they do have a baler that they could lease me out if I need. We're going to check this one out, see what can be done to it. I don't know if it can be used. It doesn't look like it. Looks in pretty bad shape. they said that they could help me out. They've got what I need, if I need it. So let me see if I can get this thing flipped here. There we go. That was not bad at all. Let's take a look at the tractor here. It's pretty scratched up there on that fender. Got really eat up. Well, things are not looking good for this setup here. Not looking good. Well, I'm going to go ahead and get the JCB back down to the farm. We're just going to leave the tractor there, and everything is not going anywhere. It doesn't run, doesn't operate at this point. We're going to go ahead and roll into tomorrow and see about getting the rest of that alfalfa put up. But that is going to wait until the next episode. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please be sure to leave the video a like. If you're new to my channel, I'd appreciate it if you consider subscribing. Thank each of you for watching, and as always, I hope you have a blessed day.